Hey, today I want to share with you one of the exercises I love doing when I don't really feel like studying. This is an exercise that I think you'll really like. A very frequent misconception is that you need to love learning languages all the time. Every single thing is fun. It is not. There are very boring tasks, so sometimes it feels like a chore. It's not always sunshine and rainbow. Today we're doing the sunshine and rainbow part. Today we're going to see a topic that you love, so I'm choosing mine as an example. You're using AI because we need AI for this, and then I'll show you how I put this into practice. So we are designing a lesson for ourselves. Are you ready? Yesterday night, I went and watched Ballerina. Don't you even start with Ballerina Cappuccina. I'm not here for the Italian brain rot. This is a spin-off, so a film derived from the series of John Wick. Now, what I want to show you, this is our prompt. Write a summary of the John Wick story series in 500 words in French. Level B1, B2. Use expressions and verbs that are useful for language learning. You don't need to say this, but I just felt like it. I did this at 1 a.m., so sorry. I was very tired when I was writing this prompt. Voici un résumé de la série John Wick en environ 500 mots en français de niveau B1, B2 avec des expressions utiles et des verbes courants. And there we go. I have the résumé, so I have the summary of the John Wick story in French. So I tried to read this. For me, this is okay. When I was reading this, the amount of vocabulary I didn't know was good. What does good mean? I can understand, let's say, 90 to 95% of what I'm reading. I can truly understand 90% of what I'm reading. So the words I don't understand are few. It cannot be a 50-50 or 60-40. It must be a context you understand. And there are some new words that you don't really know. Maybe it's the first time you read them. For example, for me here, tu es à gage. I've never heard of that, but I know the verb tuer. Knowing John Wick, I do understand the context. If you don't know the story, if you don't know what you're reading, it's very difficult. If this is too difficult, then I write a simpler version, write an easier version, write an A2 level, write a B1 level type of text, because this has to be comprehensible for the most part. Also be careful if it is too easy, make it more difficult, because sometimes we have the opposite situation. We understand perfectly. You don't want that. You don't want to understand every single word and every single little detail of the text. You need to be in that kind of situation where you mostly understand it. And then I wanted a vocabulary list. So here we have a summary with some vocabulary focus, which is very nice. The AI chose the words and the expressions to present to me. You could do it in your own customized way. So for example, you say, I'd like a word list with these words and the meaning, that, and you're writing the words. In my case, I wanted Chat to decide. As you know, if you follow me, testing is very important because you can read everything you want, but it's good to repeat, it's good to revise, and it's good to test yourself every now and then. So this is a way to understand if we have really comprehended what we were reading. So here, quiz de comprehend. I don't know how to read this in French.
Compréhension.
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 Compréhension. This is a quiz de compréhension niveau B1, B2. And we have the questions. So here you have one ABC. And obviously you have the key, so you have the answers. And in this way, you can check if you've understood the text. I also asked to create a gapped text. What I love is that it translated the entire thing in French. So I know that gapped text is a text à trous, so gapped text, based on the summary of John Wick. And we have hear the text with gaps. Little tip, here we have the words we need to include. Some of these words I didn't know, so this is an incredible exercise. And after doing this part, I'll decide to then develop the ballerina portion. So I'll say, now please tell me about the ballerina spin-off. And again, I can practice. As you know, I love using AI to learn and to improve. And in my opinion, this is an amazing way because on textbooks and on course books, you get, for example, the story of a spy, maybe, I don't know, maybe James Bond or very famous and popular figures, but maybe you're more interested in John Wick or another character. The fact that you're choosing something you're interested in, you're genuinely interested in, makes it so much easier. And you could choose any film, you could choose any book, any story. Wow! You could choose anything. Yesterday evening, I was super hyped about the film. I'm a very big John Wick fan and I love Keanu Reeves, so I decided to opt for this. You could choose the biography of a figure, of a celebrity. You could choose a sport. You could choose, I don't know, a technique. You could choose an art form. You can seriously choose anything. And that's amazing. Write in the comments something you loved recently and you could practice your target language with. Let me know. I'm so curious to read about it. On my channel, you'll find more tips to learn languages. Very soon, there will be new surprises. So if you love my content, please click the notification bell because lately my followers don't see my videos. I don't know why. And I'm asking you also to like and subscribe. I never ask for it, but it helps me a lot. So thank you so much. And I'd love to share more content like this. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Bye bye.